Hey lovelies, thanks for stopping by my channel. I am excited and nervous for this. This is my February deck of panning update. It's time to tell you how I did in the month of January on my draws, and it's time to draw some new cards. So if we haven't met before, my name is Kelly and I'm a professional hair and makeup artist, and here on my channel I strive to keep beauty real. Real honest, real relatable, and real fun. So if that sounds like something you'd enjoy, don't forget to click subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. So really quick, if you are not familiar with deck of panning, I will of course have my intro video linked down below. But basically, this is a panning project that offers you the option to get to rotate through some of your collection, and each card in the deck that you use, here, right here, it has a different prompt. So the face cards stay the same and the rest of the cards rotate every single month. So they get shuffled randomly, so you never know what you're gonna get. So for instance, like a 2 of clubs means something one month and it could mean something completely different the next month. So you draw 5 cards to start with, and then of course you'll go from there depending on what you finish in your previous month. Also, you have the Joker. Dun dun dun! Who is going to be representing something that you don't actually want to pan. So nobody wants the Joker. Nobody wants the Joker. So the reason that I started doing this project this year is because I basically failed at my project pan last year and I really didn't have a lot of fun with it. So this has been a lot of fun. I love the sort of game part of it. And for me, it's not really about deck of panning. It's about deck of using my collection. So rather than put panning goals on myself, I've put usage goals, and in all honesty, fairly low. I think for this month I did 5 times for each product. Speaking of, let's go ahead and I will tell you what I did for this last month. For January, my 5 cards were drawn as such. One of them was my newest purchase, which is the Blend Bunny Dollhouse palette. Well, was the Blend Bunny Dollhouse palette. So if you haven't gotten a chance to see this palette, she's gorgeous, she's stunning, and I had said that I would use this 5 times. I did use this all 5 times. I have to say, it was a bit of a struggle for me, not because I don't love it, because I really do, but I had just done my video with a review and 3 looks on this, so it had just been Dollhouse week. So I really didn't use it that first week that I drew the cards, the first week, because you start using your products on the 20th. The game board shows up around the 10th, but you start using products around the 20th. So I did not use these for the first week just because I had used it already, but I found myself reaching for it throughout the month, whether it's to use it for a whole look, whether it's been to pull it out for a beautiful matte look to then pop a single shadow over the top. It's really been great to have. I am ready to set this one to the side for a little bit. Granted, I say that and I'm probably gonna end up pulling it out still, but I just feel like it's been a dollhouse heavy month. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I just feel like it's time to start going through the collection. So the next thing was the KBD tattoo liner. I don't even have it sitting here anymore because I not only used it 5 times, I used it to the point where it just was not cute anymore. It was coming out kind of skippy, and I think it was just drying up. It was either dried up or the what do you call it? The brush, the applicator brush was funky, and I tried wiping it off, cleaning it off. I think it was just done. It was gone, and that was my product I have a backup of. So hallelujah, use that up. Will I grab out the other one? Yes, at some point, but I also have some other liquid liners out, so I won't be grabbing another one for a while. Now, one of the products that I pulled out was creams, and if you know me, I was super pumped about that, and I wanted to pull this one out because I had not used it. I could not even remember using it. I maybe used it once since I purchased it, and I really wanted to give it a go. So this is the Physicians Formula Dewy Blush Elixir. I have the shade here in Gorgeous Peach, and I loved wearing this. It's a beautiful shade. I feel like you could wear this with a ton of different looks. I really enjoyed it. I did only use it the 5 times because for me right now, I'm not really wearing a full face of makeup pretty much unless I'm filming. I think there were a couple days this month that I wasn't filming anything and I did wear a full face, but usually when I'm going to work, it's just eye makeup and concealer because I'm gonna throw a mask on. So I'm glad that I was able to get 5 times out of this. I do have to say, I'm not sure what to do as far as goals for usage next month, this next draw, if I get face products, because I'm just not wearing them a lot, and the whole point for me was to kind of rotate through my collection and really see what I want to keep and what I'm enjoying. So I think I will go in the 3 to 5 range. I know that probably doesn't sound like a lot to a panner. They're probably like a true panner. But for me, again, this was just really about a fun way to rotate through my collection. So we'll see. I got the 5 times in, but it really was like, there was a time where maybe I think something else would have gone better with what I was wearing, but I was like, nope, gotta use this. We gotta use this. So we'll see. We will see when I do these next draws, but I did go ahead and use that 5 times, and I'm keeping that one around. It's really lovely. So our next one, I believe the draw was just concealer. And I was like, yeah, I bought a lot of those this last year, so I definitely have some of those to use. And this was one that I really hadn't been reaching for. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy Concealer. So this I definitely got in 5 times. I probably got it in almost double that because I was trying to use it under my eye, but also as a shadow primer. And I think that I like this better as a shadow primer than I do an under eye concealer. There's still something to this. It's not as dry as the original Shape Tape, but it's not as juicy as I want. But it does make a good like eyelid concealer. I definitely like to have something that has some pigmentation to it so it can cover up the discoloration that I have, especially like here on the inner corners, just so I can get like a nice bright pop if I do want to wear an inner corner shade. So I'm gonna keep this one around. I don't think that I would ever buy this concealer again, but it has been nice to be using it up. The one thing though that it just makes me like want to punch Tarte in the face. So this, like every time you open and close this, a little bit like splooges out. And so I found myself just taking my brush and just not even like actually using the applicator, just using whatever hot mess has come out onto the packaging, and that just sucks. So that's another reason why I probably wouldn't ever buy these again. I just hate that. I hate when it makes a mess, and I'm always worried it's gonna have that like little and then it's gonna end up on my clothes. So I'll be glad when this one is gone. Okay, here is the one that I did not get enough uses in, and she will be staying in. This is the Bite Matte Lip Crayon. This is the shade Aubergine. So this was from the Alphabet, which I thought was starting from A to Z. By the way, it is not. You were supposed to randomize a letter and then pick from that letter. So whoops, did not realize that. Some other lovely panner commented that in the comments on that video, so I did it wrong. But regardless, this is the product that I picked. I like this lipstick. I just totally like got it all fuzzy when I was cleaning it off because, as I mentioned, this packaging is getting a little bit sticky, so it had some like pigments and stuff on it, and I just went to use a cotton round. And now it's clean but hairy. Awesome. Just the packaging, not the inside. There's no Jaclyn Hill moment going on here. But this product I only used twice, and that's because I'm not wearing lips a lot. I am wearing lip balm, trying to wear lip balm a lot, but if I'm wearing a mask at work, there's nothing on underneath it. So it's really been a struggle for me to use this one because that means the only time I would wear it is on a day off, which a matte, deep, like aubergine shade is not something that I'm going to be reaching for for those cash moments. Or I'd have to wear it on camera, which I did once. I just find that like I just don't need to like keep doing it, you know, like how many times do you want to see me wearing the same thing? So maybe right now, let's go ahead and put a little bit of this on. So it's funny because I actually did this in my last deck of panning video, and I realized that I was filming that, of course, before the 20th, so it didn't count. So I'm gonna wear it right now because I'll wear it for the rest of the day, and then that way I can have another use in it, so we'll have 3 out of the 5 that I was hoping to do. So I'm gonna put this on, and then we can do our next draw. All right, I went ahead and put this on, made a hot mess, had to use some of the Shape Tape concealer to fix said hot mess, and then went through with the Lisa Eldridge Delilah lip gloss over the top, which is what I was wearing before I put this on, but I just needed something a little more like juicy, hydrating. Yeah, pulling out a matte lip crayon in the wintertime was probably a fail for me, but I was just looking for an A. I was just looking for something that was named with an A and a lip product that I could be using. But anyway, here we are ready for the draw. So I have shuffled the deck. I'll just give you guys a little live shuffle. I realized in my last video that I didn't like show you what I was doing, so I could have possibly cheated. I didn't cheat, but in case you're a skeptic, I'm gonna make sure to do this like live. Well, not live, but where you can see it. All right, I'm pulling up the deck for February. We're gonna draw the first one. So this is the 10 of clubs. What do we have here? 10 of clubs. A blush, yes. If you know me, you'll know that I just basically adore blush. So that's gonna be no problem. Other than the fact that I'm not really wearing a lot of blush right now, but this is a good reason to have to, so I love that. All right, then we have the Queen of Diamonds. All right, so with the face cards, these prompts stay the same throughout the entire year. So the Queen of Diamonds is a red queen, and this says Project Graveyard. Ooh, okay, so I had to go look. Okay, so Project Graveyard is something that was in a previous project. So I can totally do that. Okay, so for our third card, we have the Three of Diamonds. So the Three of Diamonds is glittery. Okay, yay. So this could be anything. This could be a highlight. This could be an eyeshadow. This could be a blush. It could be whatever. It could obviously be a nail polish if you really wanted to. So I'm excited to pick out something glittery. By the way, this could also be the packaging or the product itself. So I love that there are like so many options for you to pull some fun things out of your collection. All right, the last one, no whammies, no whammies. If you're old enough to know what the hell that means, let me know. Okay, the ace. Ooh, I don't remember what this is. So let's go ahead and check and see here what the ace is. Okay, okay, a black ace is add another product. Okay, so I have to add another product. Does that mean I basically have to draw 2 cards? Oh my God. Okay, I just messaged Melody. I know that this was created by Emily from Emily and Max, but Melody is the one that like introduced me to this project. So I just like messaged her to be like, help me, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so I do think though that I have to draw 2 cards. So to add another product, this is gonna be the Jack of Hearts, which is a red, obviously. So whole collection roulette. Okay, so if you have an insane amount of organization skills and you have a like inventory of all your makeup, then that's how you would do that roulette, is you just go through and like and randomly pick out a product. I'm gonna have to come up with a creative way to pick out a product. I'll probably do like drawers and then like my lip towers in there, and then just like maybe randomly close my eyes. So I'll probably like randomize the drawers and the doors and then just close my eyes and pick out a product. That might be the way that I do it. So that's 4 products. So I will need 5 altogether because yeah, okay. So this is the 8 of clubs. So the 8 of clubs is pattern. Okay, so to me that's probably, by the way, I'm also getting old. I'm trying to like read this here on my phone. So pattern, so either a makeup that has a pattern, so I would think that could be like embossing, or a product that has packaging that's patterned. So this will be fun. I'm gonna go and round up the other products. We can do the roulette one together. I will go ahead and randomize it on my phone and I will grab out live with all of you live. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back with all the products other than the random whole collection generator business. So for my picks, so right off the bat for Project Graveyard, I really just wanted to pull in the RCMA powder again, partially because I really like this one. I actually just filmed my favorites video earlier today, and that one's in there for the month because I just really have been enjoying it and I've still been continuing to use it. But I was like, well, if you're still continuing to use it, should you really put it in the project? That kind of is like silly. So I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm putting the J1 Jelly Pack back in here. So this one I sucked at using. I sucked. Because I just don't think about it. It's not very often that I use primers, but I remember really liking this one, like especially over my nose. I just find that like product just like slides off my nose. So I'm putting this one in here. I'm putting in for 5 times. That's going in here. Then we had blush. I know that I had a cream blush last time, so I wanted to do something more along the lines of powder. This is technically a powder, but it feels a little creamy. So this is the MAC Glow Play blush in Rosy Does It. I just think this would be a good like winter blush shade. It's this very pretty, just like, I mean, it really goes with my whole vibe today. It's not what I put on, but it goes with the whole vibe. So I'm gonna put this one in here. I'm gonna put this one in for 3 times. I'm putting it in for 3 times. So if I go up to 5 times, that's great. But for me right now, like just knowing that I'm not really wearing a lot of face makeup, 3 times is gonna be where it's at. Then I have, that is 3 products. So then I have glittery. So I pulled out one of the Pat McGrath Astral Lip Balms. So this is, what shade is this, by the way? This is the shade Pink Astral. So not only is the package glittery, the product itself is a little bit glittery. And this balm, I think, is going to be a good one to pick because, oh, you can't even see it. Wow, how can you not see that? It's probably my camera settings right now, but this has a very, like, blue pink. It's like kind of like Barbie pink on steroids because of that like blue shifty glitter that's in it. I could I could have put this on, darn it. But this I think will be good because I could wear this on its own. If I just want to run around with like hot pink lips and nothing else on, I can totally do that. And also I could throw it on over a lip liner. I could throw it on over a lipstick to like jazz it up. I think I could do a lot with this. So I'm going to put this in for 5 times as well. Okay, so then for pattern. I was tempted to not throw an eyeshadow palette in here, but I do think it's good to have one out just because it'll be a quick grab and go for me along with like my other like weekly makeup picks, which by the way, I've totally not been good at sharing on Instagram like I said I was going to. It's just been kind of chaotic. Once March is here, hopefully it's going to be a little bit better. But what I chose was this Makeup Geek palette in Stroke of Midnight. This has this beautiful like Art Deco pattern on it, and I think that this is going to be a good one for this time of year. You have some nice mulberry shades, you've got a couple neutrals, you have some greens, and I just haven't pulled this palette out in quite a while, so I'm excited to use some more Makeup Geek, and I think this palette will be good. Of course, this is like the original Makeup Geek formula. You can't get this one anymore, but maybe if you have it in your collection, you'll be inspired to take it out now too. All right, dun, da, da, da. So now it's time to do the randomized generator. So I have 5 drawers on either side of my vanity here, and then I have 2 lip towers in there, and then I have my fragrance collection on this side. So I thought that way I could like kind of have an array, because if I get 11, 12, or 13, we'll pull something out of that cabinet, but if it's 1 through 10, it will be from here in my vanity. So let's go ahead and generate. I'm just using the random number generator here that you probably can't even see right now. So it is 13, so that's going to be a fragrance. All right, let's go pick a fragrance. You know what I just realized? If I do this whole like close my eyes and pick, it's so cheating. It's so cheating because I know the shapes of all the bottles. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to count what's in my front dish that I just organized in my fragrance collection video, which by the way, I'll have that linked down below and up here or here, whatever the hell side it's on. And if you want to check that out, but then that way I can just pick a fragrance from that set. So there are 10 fragrances sitting on that dilly bopper right now. Because one of them's out here from my favorites video. But anyway, so there's 10 in there right now. So I'm just gonna, again, hit the random number generator, and that'll be the one that I put in my project for the month. So it is number 4. Let's go see what number 4 is. Okay, I'm not sad about this. This is the Penrose Gilded Fox fragrance. This is like a cocoa inspired, well, it's not cocoa inspired, it is cocoa fragrance. So good one to be pulling out for this time of year. How many times do I think I could wear this? You know, I'm going to put in 10 times. I'm going to put in 10 times. I think that's going to like keep me challenged and also help me use a fragrance up. So that is it. So I do have 5 products from this draw because I got the add a product. And then I also have the Bite lip crayon from last time. So that is going to be 6 products that are going into my deck of panning project. If you are doing this one, let me know how you're doing down in the comments below. Did you get any cards that you were really not wanting to get? If you are still interested in joining this project, you can of course do so. You know, I mean, if you're watching this in July and you're like, dang, I wish I'd done this project, please feel free to join in. I will go ahead and have Emily's video linked down below of her intro so that she kind of like lays out all the deets, and then the Google Doc is down there as well if you would like to check that out. So thank you again so much, lovelies, for taking the time out of your day to spend it with me and see me pull what I gotta use next month. I'll see you really soon.